everything. I always have a job.
Good evening, everyone. At this time, I'll call to order the regularly scheduled board meeting for the Village of Midlothian, Wednesday, December 22nd, 2021 at 7 p.m. Roll call, please. Clerk Moskal.
Trustee Caveney.
Here.
Trustee Crowley.
Here.
Trustee Hilly.
Here.
Trustee Ivan.
Here.
Trustee Johnson.
Here.
Trustee Killily.
Here.
Mayor LaRue.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence for our fallen veterans. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, we have the pleasure of swearing in our newest police officer, Scott Nemeth. Scott, would you like to come forward? All the way up.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
Scott Nemeth,
Having been appointed
having been appointed
to the position of probationary police officer
to the position of probationary police officer
in the Village of Midlothian
in the Village of Midlothian
in the County of Cook,
in the County of Cook,
aforesaid, do solemnly swear
and do said solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the ordinances of the Village of Midlothian,
the ordinances of the Village of Midlothian,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of probationary police officer
of the position of probationary police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Come on.
Come on, Mom. Don't hurt him. Sure.
He carries a gun.
Pictures real quick? You want to take pictures real quick? Who's got the camera? Anyone else?
Doesn't matter.
Who wants to stand next to him? I'll stand next to him.
Thank you.
Picture.
Thanks, Mayor.
All right. Welcome aboard, Scott. Looking forward for a long career here in the Village of Midlothian with you.
Where are you guys all going? Aren't you going to stay?
So if you were here just for the swearing in, I guess now would be a good time to leave if you want, or stay. We welcome all visitors. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. All right, at this time, I'll open the floor to public comment. Is there any public comment tonight? Jean.
Okay, first I'd like to say that the Beautification Committee got another generous donation from the veterinarian clinic over here in Midlothian. So thank you to them. Let's see, we had one of the twinkle lights stolen over by the hair place over on 147th Street. So that was a little sad and disappointing to us that someone would just take it. And my third thing is, don't forget about Dylan's food drive. It's till January 1st. So please come and donate. And Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Same to you,
Jean.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
How much time do we get?
You get 2 minutes.
Joking aside, I do have 5 things to bring up. It's been a while since I've been here in person, but 2 regarding traffic issues. And I know I can reach out to any one of you and get a response, but publicly, I think a lot of us may have seen on 147th that our police are helping the crossing guards because the cars don't stop for the crossing guards. And now the police are out there, which is great, and they definitely help. I just wish there was something we could do or make it more aware that when the crossing guard steps into the street, the cars are to stop. It makes me nervous when my kids get older, having them walk to school, knowing that I've seen cars fly by and not care. And now we do have police. I don't know how long they've been out there. That's great. But it's sad to see that they need to be out there to help these crossing guards. The other thing is less important, but if you've ever gone north on Pulaski, north of 147th in the morning, cars just seem to think that Pulaski's a parking lot for Dunkin' Donuts. And I don't know what we can do about that, but I've almost personally been in 2 accidents, people swerving and fighting for that lane because they don't care. So the other couple things are the post office property. I know I reached out to Gary. I don't know if I reached out to anybody else. It is my experience working with the post office that they can do whatever they want. So if they do happen to purchase that property and decide they want to park trucks there, can we stop them and say we don't want trucks parked on that street? Because it's federal property. As a contractor, they don't even have to follow local building codes or answer to anybody regarding their properties because it is federal government. So I don't know if it's something somebody can look into, double check. I don't want to see a whole bunch of mail trucks parked on Pulaski. I don't think anybody else does.
Can I ask a question? Do we know, does the federal government actually own that building, or is it privately owned and rented to the post office? Do we even know that?
That's all stuff we'll have to look into.
Yeah,
if we
I
go
don't
further.
even know if the post office actually owns that property. A lot of times they don't.
According to our previous building, it is federal property.
It is owned by them?
Okay. I did work in Chicago Heights Post Office. I remodeled an entire bathroom. Chicago Heights is one of the most strict places to do work as a contractor. They told me, do whatever you need to do. I didn't need to pull permits. I didn't need to get inspections, nothing.
Wow.
And then in Robbins, I redid pretty much their whole security, emergency lighting, electrical. I know how to do it. I know what I'm doing, but...
Is this a resume you're giving us now?
No, I'm just saying, when it comes to federal property, who are we as a village, or who are even any of you, to say what they can or can't do on their property? So if they do happen to purchase that piece of land that everybody was talking about last week, can we stop them if they decide they want to park all the mail trucks on that piece of property?
We don't know at this time.
Yeah.
We'll find
So-
out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
we'll
just-
look into it.
And then the final thing is, I would just like to, actually, I had 5 total, I got 2 more, I hope I got enough time. I know I could have bothered you, Trustee Crowley. Any sort of update in the near future we can get on the public safety building?
Yes,
Time frame?
we're having another meeting next week or 2, so.
Okay, because I didn't want to
We hope
bother
to
you.
break ground within the next
I bother
16,
some of you
17 months.
enough, but yeah. Looking at
Unfortunately, COVID has not been our friend.
Understood, definitely understood. So just keep us updated. A lot of us are excited for it. I'm sure most of the police here are excited for it. So just trying to get updates on that. And then the final thing is, I would like to personally thank the entire board and the administration for your lack of interference with businesses here in Midlothian when it comes to COVID. And I know we're supposed to follow guidelines, and most businesses do, but from what I've seen in my experiences, we have not interfered, or you, the village, has not interfered with any of the businesses regarding guidelines, protocols, anything as far as letting businesses be. And I think that's great. I don't know who agrees with me or who doesn't, but as a business owner myself and choosing to operate that business as I see fit, and then seeing other businesses, and I like it. I thank you very much. So
Thank you, sir.
that's it.
Thank you.
Up too late. Yes, ma'am.
No. What's going on under construction on Pulaski?
I was going to say none of my business.
Okay, then don't answer.
For everyone out there that's going to ask this question over the weekend, or maybe for next week or so, we don't know how long the street's going to be open. It's still part of the NICOR project. They are inspecting the main that goes down Pulaski. If everyone remembers, how long ago was it? They started here at like Dollar Tree and they went all the way south to, I think, all the way 159th. Well, there's a main that comes from there all the way through Midlothian to 143rd. So they're opening up the street to inspect the main. They're also thinking about rerouting that main outside of Pulaski Road because of the upcoming, I don't know why, but probably because of the upcoming redo of Pulaski through Midlothian. So that's what they're doing. We're a little concerned that this is a terrible time of the year to be opening up a concrete street and get it put back together before the weather really breaks bad. So Joe will be on that as always. So. All right. You guys? No? Well, thanks for coming anyways. Then at this time, I'll close the floor to public comment and move on to tonight's consent agenda. On tonight's consent agenda, we have number 1, approval of the Comcast circuit upgrade to 200 megabyte speed at a cost of $60 per month. Number 2, approval of ordinance 2090, amending the village zoning code of the Village of Midlothian, Title 11 of Chapter 9, prohibiting short-term rental units. Number 3, approval of the upsizing of the natural gas service line and meter for the new generator at a cost not to exceed $1,062. Excuse me. Number 4, approval to execute an agreement with LSC Destruction, Inc. for the gun destruction. Number 5, approval of the renewal of the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus annual dues. Number 6, approval of Section 1.0 Village of Midlothian's Employee Handbook. Number 7, approval of the November 2021 Administration Department Monthly Report. Number 8, approval of the November 2021 Building Department Monthly Report. Number 9, approval of the November 2021 Fire Department Monthly Report. Number 10, approval of the November 2021 Health Department Monthly Report. Number 11, approval of the November 2021 Police Department Monthly Report. Number 12, approval of the November 2021 Public Works Department Monthly Report. Good Lord. Number 13, approval of the November 2021 Treasurers Report. Number 14, approval of the October 13th, 2021 Board Meeting Minutes. Number 15, approval of the October 20th, 2021 Committee Meeting Minutes. Number 16, approval of the October 27th, 2021 Board Meeting Minutes. And number 17, approval of the list of bills. Is there any item any trustee would like off tonight's consent agenda?
Yes, I'd like number 3.
Number 3, anyone else? Then I'm looking for a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda without item 3, which is the approval of the upsizing of the natural gas service line and meter for the new generator cost not to exceed $1,062.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please. Clerk Bosco.
Trustee Caveney.
Aye.
Trustee Ivan.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Hilly.
Aye.
Trustee Johnson.
Aye.
Trustee Killily. Aye. Motion carries.
Well done. That was a lot of work in a minute. All right. At this time, I'm looking for a motion to approve of the upsizing the natural gas service line and meter for the new generator at a cost not to exceed $1,062.
That needs to be amended.
You can make the motion.
Okay, can I make a motion that the amended amount be $2,062.47, the same as the quote? I think it was a
I'll
typo.
second.
And there's a second. Any further discussion? So just to be clear, there was a typo on the agenda. The actual cost to upsize the natural gas service line and meter will be $2,062. All right, roll call, please.
47 cents.
And 47 cents. $2,062.47. Thank you, sir. Roll call, please.
Trustee Hilly,
Aye.
Trustee Crowley,
Aye.
Trustee Caveney,
Aye.
Trustee Ivan,
Aye.
Trustee Johnson,
Aye.
Trustee Killily.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to trustee business, trustee Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have anything at this time.
Thank you, ma'am. Trustee Ivan.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have anything to add as well.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Hilly.
Oh, where do I start?
Easy, it's Christmas.
Since arriving on the board in April, I've been playing catch up with a lot of things, and myself and Kathy Cavney were contacted by Ray Schinkel of what's
Insight.
Insight, who does the negotiations, and he recontacted us in reference to T-Mobile placing antennas on the water tower. So after much negotiations, the final contract is attached to the minutes there. I mean, is that, wait,
This is the document that you and I had reviewed, Jack.
Yes.
If I just step in, and we had one typo that needed to be corrected in section 6, which we had discussed. So we sent that back to Ray. We gave him the heads up. And then 2 days ago, he sent us an email with another document attached, asking us to review it, make sure that was the final document. I've not gotten to that yet, but I'm sure essentially it will be, and I will do, a document review to ensure that all the language in both documents is the same. But because so much time has gone by, and because Kathy, Trustee Johnson, and Trustee Hilly are new to the board, we wanted to bring this contract back to the board again, just for their review and discussion, just to let everybody know again that, T-Mobile's back on the table and is interested in putting their antenna on the water tower.
and the terms are per antenna cost or per antenna lease amount is the same as the Verizon, and it's actually the length of the contract is longer, correct?
It's a little bit longer. It's
Yeah.
5 years longer.
Okay,
It's 5 years longer.
but it's the same per antenna. They're not putting as many antennas on because they're using the round portion or the shaft of the tower as
Yeah.
opposed to being on top, so.
Right. Right, but the terms of this contract that are on board docs today are the same terms as we discussed with them 2 years ago.
So are we close to approving this?
Yeah, we
Yes,
just need to, we'll take a look at Ray's email that he sent us 2 days ago. Attorney Valadez, I don't know if you were included on that email.
Yes.
You were? Okay. So we'll take a look at it and
Yeah, I
make
think
sure that
the-
everything's okay, and we can get it on the agenda for.
Yeah, they were looking to submit for permit approvals in January.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
as soon as we get, or hopefully we get the corrected document from Ray and go forward with it. Was there any questions? I mean, anybody look it over? It's very wordy. I know you wouldn't like it, Mayor.
More than 50?
It's more than 50.
Oh, yeah. it's
Too many attorneys had their hands in that.
I think it's 50 pages, but, and I did some quick numbers, and just in the first 20 years of this lease, the village will reap $775,000
Fantastic.
There you go.
in lease fees from T-Mobile, so.
And as you said before,
Verizon?
go ahead, sorry, go.
I'm sorry, compared to Verizon?
The Verizon has 9 antennas, all right, so T-Mobile's gonna have 6. At $400 per antenna, go through the math, and you do a 3% increase per month, so it's
Per
less
year.
because
Per
there's
year.
less
Per year.
antennas. I'm sorry.
Wow, that was a good contract.
Verizon has ground, they have ground access too.
Yes, and also,
T-Mobile will as
T-Mobile
well.
will have a smaller ground access point, probably about half the size that
Verizon.
Verizon has, yeah.
And as you said, those that use T-Mobile in the area will have much better service as well.
Oh, yes.
So that's a
Yeah.
Tremendous.
benefit to the
There is
residents.
a definite dead spot over there. That's why I think they came back to us wanting to lease the space, so.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh.
I'm good.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Keavney.
Thank you, Mayor. First thing on my agenda is I'd like to make a motion to approve the 3 attached invoices payable to Accurate Plan Review for the 3 addresses that are listed on the agenda. One is for new residents on Costner Avenue. The other one is a plan review for some remodeling in Aunt Martha's. And the other one is a plan review for a new business on Pulaski Road.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Clerk Moscow.
Trustee Keavney.
Aye.
Trustee Ivan.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Hilly.
Aye.
Trustee Johnson.
Aye.
Trustee Killily.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is I'd like to make the motion to approve ordinance 2089 for the special use for the Auto Outlet Group, which operates the car dealership at the corner of 147th and Pulaski.
Is there a second? Seeing as there's no second, the motion dies without a vote.
Thank you. Okay, last, I would like to just bring up a little bit of information off of the monthly building department report. Oops. Where did it go? That's the fire department. Building department. Okay.
Technology is going to make everything better.
Yeah, sure is. All righty, I'm gonna go over October and November, report numbers. In October of 2020, the building department, so that was last year, processed 144 permits. In October of this year, they processed 84 permits. In November of last year, they processed 85 permits, and November of this year, they processed 71 permits. Still quite a few permits for the month of October and November this year. I mean, thankfully, we've had some decent weather, but it's a good sign that property owners are still pulling permits to do improvements to their property. So again, in October of this year, there was 84, in November, there was 71. With regards to inspections, in October of this year, the building department performed 156 inspections, and in November of this year, they performed 110 inspections, which is quite a few inspections still for being this late in the month. So I'd like to thank the building department publicly for all the hard work that they've done in the last year. We essentially have pretty much a whole new crew. And they've done really an outstanding job in retooling the building department, putting together some new policies and procedures, and just completing an extraordinarily large amount of work in the last 12 months, given the fact that our 2 inspectors have over 40 years of experience out in the field in their field of expertise in their different areas of construction, but they are new to working at a municipality, and they've done an outstanding job. And our office staff has also done a very outstanding job in retooling policies and procedures. So I'd like to publicly thank them for their hard work. And that's all I have.
Thank you, ma'am. Trustee Killily?
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Crowley?
Thank you, sir. Just a couple quick things tonight. We did receive our laptops, the new laptops, and we will be setting up a meeting for after the first of the year for the board to come in and get a quick training. Is everybody okay with doing a Wednesday before this meeting so we don't have to come out another night? Would that be okay with everybody? Okay, I'll set it up and send something out to everybody. I'll be sending out over the next few days a quote for our new firewall. Our firewall has reached its end of life, and we'll be needing to upgrade that, so we did get a recommendation from Proven. I'll be sending that out and have it on my agenda for discussion next week, or maybe the following week. And just to note from the police department monthly reports for the month of November, the police department responded to over 2,400 calls for the month, which equates to about 81 a day or 3 per hour. So as like all the other departments, our police department is very busy, and we want to thank them and wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. That's all I have, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to department heads, we have very few here left. Chief Delaney?
I don't have anything this evening, sir, other than Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Deputy Clerk Kalaki? Merry Christmas. Aw. Ms. Harris? Merry Christmas. Engineer Huss?
I have nothing to report this evening, Mayor. I would like to wish everybody on the board and yourself and all the departments a very Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Merry Christmas. Treasurer Britton?
I have nothing, Mr. Mayor.
Merry Christmas. Attorney Valadez?
Nothing tonight. Happy holidays to everyone.
See, I had it right here, Gene. Pulaski NICOR project. I was supposed to. Since Gene stole my thunder, all I have to say is wishing everyone out there and everyone on board a very, very Merry Christmas and please a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year. Please.
You too, sir.
Clerk Musk?
I have nothing tonight, sir.
All right. Seeing there's no further business coming before the board, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
I think the twins count as one.
This is green, that's red.
Right.
You got that? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Meeting adjourned. Enjoy your Wednesday off next week.